Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about Monster Champions, and apologies to everyone for not making a video for quite a while. Obviously, we're in a bear market, not a lot going on. I've just kind of been focused on other things and trying to find a job and all that fun stuff while we are kind of waiting for the market to turn around probably in another couple of years. So not a lot of fun stuff going on there, but we have something fun to talk about today, which is why I decided to make a video. And hopefully we'll have something fun to talk about in another, let's see, what is it? 4 days. 3 or 4 days from now, we should have the Unity port coming out for Crypto Raiders, so that'll be fun to make a video on and talk about as well. That'll be the next big update. But for now, Monsters Champions, it's a game I haven't really covered. I've kind of been waiting for this to happen before I covered this game at all. Obviously, a lot of people who are subscribed to my channel for Crypto Raiders are probably in Monster Champions as well. There's a lot of crossover there. So what you need in order to get started, now the game is still months away likely from fully launching. They're probably not real close to having the full game from what I can tell. I could be wrong on that, but I'm guessing we're quite a few months away from a full game being out. But they do have a dashboard that they just launched where you can do expeditions, and that is what we're going to be talking about. It's just something so that you can start collecting game items. So if you want to get in early, now's the time. You can start collecting runes, which will be, if you ever played like Summoner War, think of it kind of like that. You're starting to collect these game items that are going to be extremely useful. So the first thing you will need if you want to play is at least one champion. The lowest is 0.04 ETH, so fairly cheap. There's not much of a floor there before it goes up to 0.05 and then 0.06, 0.08. So it starts jumping up pretty quickly, but if you are looking to get started, this is the first thing you'll need. And then you will need at least 4 of these monsters for the game. Basically think of the idea of Monster Champions in the long run of being a cross between like Summoner's War, kind of like a gacha sort of game mixed with Pokemon. And you'll kind of get an idea that they evolve eventually with more copies, but like any kind of the normal mobile gacha game, you need multiple copies to feed into one, to level it up, to evolve it, to get better stats and all that. So these are the monsters. You'll need at least 4 of them. So it's going to run you another about 0.04 ETH, so you're looking at around $100 worth of ETH right now at ETH's current price if you want to get into it. If you do, you will be able to create an account. You'll just come to dashboard.monsterchampions.xyz and create an account. It'll prompt you, you'll go through it, confirm your email, and then you will come here and you will see your champion in here. You can see I have 44 champions in total, and you can just scroll through them, and then you can go over to monsters and you'll see your 4 monsters. I have a bit too many monsters for the number of champions I have, so in theory I should pick up a few more or sell a few monsters. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. A lot of mine don't show up, like this one does not show up. I didn't even know I had this. It does not show up on OpenSea because OpenSea is bugged like crazy. Oh, I have a Madger as well. I also did not know about that, so that's one of the ones that's not showing. So this is useful for actually seeing what we got from that last egg drop that nobody could really see their eggs on OpenSea. So that is what I'm sitting on as far as monsters go. But here's your inventory. Once you have them, you will be able to start seeing your runes. This just launched hour ago, 2 hours ago, something like that, and I wanted to cover it right away. So I don't have any yet to show, but you can start your expeditions, and you will create, and you can select your team of whatever you want, or you can just hit random team because it doesn't matter. But I am out of champions. I have all 44 of mine out, and you can see a few minutes ago, like 12 minutes ago, I started these. So in 47 minutes I will get a rune. Now the way this works is they will just keep exploring until you hit return home. Until you hit cancel and return home, they will just keep on going. So the most optimal way to play, if you want to completely no life this, is to set an alarm for every single hour on the hour, 24 hours a day. Come back, check every single hour, immediately cancel and return home all of the ones that hit a rune that you want and want to keep, and bring them home, and then send them out again. And just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't know yet what the return time is if they'll be instant or what. I will test that when the hour is up, and hopefully have that in the description of the video on how that works. But if you just join their Discord, somebody will tell you, of course. If I don't have it in the description, they'll tell you. People will figure that out in about 46 minutes or so. They will know how that works. So assume if it is instant, then the way to go is definitely every hour just return everybody home and send them all back out again instantly and get your free runes. We have no idea. Maybe those will be useful for breaking down into something else later on, even the bad ones. If not, might as well just have them anyway. If there is a hour-long return time, which I suspect there will be since there's an hour going out, then the best way would probably be to check, and if it's something you want, bring them back. If it's not something you want that's going to be useful, then just leave them. Every hour, the way it works is the reward rerolls, and it just gets rid of whatever rune was there before. However, that only happens if it is an upgrade. If it is a downgrade, meaning it's a lower grade or a lower rarity of rune, according to the game, then it will not replace it. If it is a higher one, it will replace it, just delete the other one that you had, and it'll keep going. So if you just leave these here for like a week and don't touch the game at all, like if I just never looked at the dashboard again for another week, in theory I should come back a week from now with that many rerolls and just have 44 legendary gems with high grades all sitting here ready for me to collect. So that's absolutely an option. Of course, that is not the optimal way to play it, but you can do it however you would like. You can see they have gold on their dashboard. I assume they will launch a either that's in-game gold, maybe, that is separate and not going to be a token, or it's going to be one of their tokens that they launch in the future. We don't know yet, to the best of my knowledge. But that is how it works. You just send them out. Some of them are a little glitchy because this is a brand new site, brand new dashboard. But right now we're just collecting runes. It's something to basically give early supporters something to do, so their heroes and champions aren't just sitting in there doing nothing. And it's a cool little thing. It's a good step forward towards having a full game out. It's at least, something for us to do. A whole lot better than just staring at pictures on in the collections. So that's pretty much it for this update. We will see what the runes all look like. I'll probably do another video on this in a few days after the after we get going and talk about the different runes and what might be the kind of thing you want to look for as far as stats go and grade goes and all of that, and the intricacies of how it decides which one is better when it replaces, because there might be some things there where you kind of want one that's a higher grade, but it replaces it because it got one that was a lower grade but a higher rarity. I have no idea how their system and logic works there for replacing. So there may be some optimizations where you need to check more often to make sure things aren't getting replaced that you don't want replaced, and you're returning people home when they have something you want. But yeah, for now, it's just check every hour when you can and see what you got and bring them home. And thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Make sure if you have Monster Champions to go on over to the dashboard and send them out, even if you're not going to check regularly. I'm probably not going to check super regularly because it replaces anyway, and I kind of just want to build up legendary gems or legendary runes eventually anyway. So yeah, I'll probably mostly leave them run until they find a legendary. We do have information on their Discord. I will click over and actually just look at that. Yeah, they have 5 different grades, S, A, B, C, and D for the grade of a rune, which affects how much the stats are on it. And it has, looks like 5 different rarities: legendary, epic, rare, uncommon, common, which is a separate stat. And then they have different shapes. I presume you'll only be able to equip one of each shape, possibly. And that may mean you want to get legendary S grade of each one. for each monster. We're not really sure. There's not a lot of information yet. So that's all stuff that will be coming out in the future as far as that goes. But for now, just collect a buttload of runes, and you can't go wrong. If you just collect every hour, you honestly can't go wrong, probably. And just have a whole bunch of them sitting around by the time we get to an actual game. And then you'll have something to pick and choose from. So, like I said, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you next time. Have a good day.